Hey friends, it's Wes Spencer. Hope you guys are doing awesome today. So, I had a really awesome conversation today with a school system. Many of you know school systems are really having a hard time when it comes to cybersecurity because they're under budgeted and they have a unique environment that really is unlike anything else. They have sprawling groups of students, which means endpoints everywhere, and they don't have the ability to roll out all of the controls that many other organizations of their size have. It's just simply too expensive. They don't have the budget, and oftentimes they don't have the authority when it comes to student devices. Unfortunately, cyber criminals have preyed upon school systems, and school systems as a whole have really seen their rates increase quite a bit in the cyber insurance marketplace, if for no other reason than the volume of the attacks. They've genuinely become a high risk industry. Now, why am I saying this? I'm just saying this because jumping into this conversation with the school system, the conversation and tenor of the call went like this. Hey, look, our prices have gone up from 3,000 to about 6,000 and now I think it's $10,000 for a premium. And why is this so why are our premium costs so expensive for this coverage? And I'm being asked by our board, this is ridiculous. When is this going to get any better? Is there something that we can do to make things better? Are we missing something? How do we get some discounts in all of this? And I initially thought, oh boy, here we go. I'm about to jump on with a really rough school system and show them all the things that they really have egregious things missing. Well, I take a look at their application and I realized, whoa, they actually have, for a school system, really good cyber maturity. It wasn't perfect, but they really had all their bases covered. And if you're wondered about what those bases are, I will put in the comment down below a link to an article. In fact, I'll just share it. How about that? I'm going to bring this up right now, and I'm going to give you this link of these 5 things that you need to have in place to be eligible for cyber insurance. Here they are right here under our blog. It's multi-factor authentication, segregated backups, EDR, next generation antivirus, which I know I hate the term too, and cybersecurity awareness training for your employees. And the number 6 that I would add would be vulnerability management. So they had most of those things in place. And here was their challenge. This is blown up, they said. What are we supposed to do about this? And as I began to look at it, I realized they're doing all the right things. And so it just shifted into a different discussion. And I basically kind of let them know what's happened in the market around us is because so many organizations that are small have been hit with breaches, the cost of cyber insurance has gone up quite a bit. In fact, you might not even say that the cost is going up so much as it's just normalizing with what it should actually be. And there's a lot more behind the stories to this, but the short of it is simply this. The carriers have issued out far too many policies to clients that should not have had these policies. And now that breaches have hit in mass over the past 3 years, the cost of insurance is just beginning to normalize. They're realizing this is a lot more expensive than we thought it was. And so as I talk to the school system, I let them know, hey, you're doing all the right things. There's not really anything major and egregiously bad that you're missing. The fact is, you have the things in place that you need. It's just all the other school systems that are around that are doing such a much poorer job of security that are costing the industry so much more money. And so I shared with them this article right here from Fitch Ratings, and I don't have time to go through all of it, but it's got some really good data that came out from last year. It shows how this red line of of loss ratios has just expanded and gone up and up and up, as well as the amount of policies that have been issued. So we have more volume, we have a higher cost of insurance because of loss ratios going up. And what I really honed in on was this graphic right here. So if you look at this right here, do you see what I see? This is showing quarterly data. So as an example, I said, look at this, fourth quarter of 2020 and then fourth quarter of 2021, it's more than doubled. The cost of insurance, the premium rates have more than doubled over those 4 quarters, meaning this right here, meaning that it's really expensive. And so I said, go back to your board and just unfortunately educate them the truth of we're doing the right things. It's just that insurance has gotten really expensive. Now, why am I creating this video? I'm creating this so if you're an MSP and you have questions, or maybe your clients have questions, why is this stuff so expensive? What am I doing wrong? What are you doing wrong as an MSP? You should be keeping my costs way cheaper. Well, my friends, guess what? It is what it is. You're not doing anything wrong. As long as you have those controls in place and a lot others, You're doing the right things, and we're going to continue to see a lot of upheaval in the industry for quite some time until we see all of this normalize. So, I just wanted to share some thoughts from a really great, interesting conversation. And the way we ended it with the school system, they said, we feel so much better now. We just wanted to know that we weren't overpaying. It just seemed crazy that it was going up so high, but now we understand why. And so we'll share that back with our board. And now we're armed with some information on what's happening in the industry. If we can help you out at FifthWall, just let us know. We would be happy to give you some quotes, do a free insurance review. If you want to get started with us, fifthwallsolutions.com/MSP, and you can find out what we're doing and how we're helping MSPs across the country solve for these cyber insurance hurdles. Thanks.